The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kidd Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Canes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Durant. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
He makes the catch. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Cole. That's caught. It's Sanchez. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quickly out to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Appalachian State. All of that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Anderson wants to throw. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Durant. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the catch, it's Gilbert. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
The Appalachians stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And this running back is so dangerous down close.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Cole. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Dropping back, it's Cole. Forced out of the pocket. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give out of the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Handoff to the fullback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Anderson will throw. Unleashes it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score. He's got it on a diving catch along the left side. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. To throw, it's Cole. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly.
Makes a grab for a big play. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Sanchez. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Handoff from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. And the Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a fourth down situation.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. He's got it down the left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tempo in overdrive. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Cole. He's going for it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the fullback. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the fullback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Anderson wants to throw. With the catch, it's Carr. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And the Hurricanes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
That makes the score Miami 35, App State 14.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Cole. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to throw again. Got a man. Open space at the 25. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Powers forward. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, App State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson will throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Godet. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the fullback. Look out, he's got room. Oh, what a move. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Carr. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
From the shotgun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Appalachians stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Sticks it in his belly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Anderson will throw. Quickly complete. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football game.
And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the touchdown Hurricanes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going... Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To the air, it's Cole. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's got him still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
To the air, it's Cole. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on first down from the 28. The corners are walked up tight. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Makes the grab on third. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation